Joshua Carney ready to get this one started.
And off we go from Seattle.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Right out of the gates, here's Smith.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that certainly could be a sign of things to come because they're blitzing to start this ball game, and it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Geno now to throw.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. First run now for Kyren Williams.
Breaks a tackle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Stafford. His throw caught right around the 6.
And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Kyren Williams.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Rams use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Here's Walker.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because...
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Geno Smith scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Stafford.
Pass complete there to Nacua.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Well, if you like the matchup and that connection works to start the drive, no reason to go away from it. Let that defense prove that they can stop you. And here, it's 2 throws and 2 first downs.
He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
(7-7) our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
To throw is Stafford. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Rams have taken the lead.
A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Connection with Walker going across the formation.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Here's Smith. Forced out to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Byron Young, the one who got in and finished that play off.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Geno.
He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
They've got his man complete.
Down the sideline he goes.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
81 yards.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up.
And that time he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
That's really good play design right there, and it's one that comes down to the offensive line. It's a deep in route, but it's only going to work if that line gives you time in the pocket to wait for the route to develop. Mission accomplished there as they pick up the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now Stafford.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and the Seahawks are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means a free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
After the interception, here's Smith.
He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Back to throw, Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Out of the gun, Smith.
Smith and Jigba with a grab.
His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his 1st. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Throwing again is Smith.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this 1st half, and on 3rd down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
Throwing is Smith.
This one into the hands of Metcalf.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now it's Smith. And Walker with it over the middle. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Smith. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there, as the first half is winding down.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Stafford.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing is Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp.
He's got room to roam.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 36 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
A big play there for L.A. 43 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Play action. Stafford. Man open is Robinson. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Stafford. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Rams have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And some room to roam now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Here we go. Snowball, snowball.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
There we go, Sonoma.
Now Smith.
Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Throwing now is Geno.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. To throw is Smith. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time.
And he is in for a Seattle touchdown.
Ken Walker
14 yards.
And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
He'll get this one to Cobb, complete. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
From the 50, Stafford.
He'll get that complete to Parkinson.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Stafford looks to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Ready?
Stafford now to throw.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Here's 1st and 10.
Now Stafford.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Stafford. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe.
This has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs